leaves. One morning, two men were cleaning Gordon after he had acted rather foolishly and ended up rolling off the turntable and into a muddy ditch.
Mind my eyes, grumbled Gordon.
Have you ever seen so much mud? Said one of the cleaners.
No, I haven't, said the other. You ought to be ashamed, Gordon, letting yourself get so dirty. But, thought Gordon, I don't have time to worry about my appearance like some engines do.
The hosing and scrubbing suddenly stopped. Gordon opened his eyes, but quickly closed them again when he saw who was standing in front of him.
Wake up, Gordon, said Sir Topham Hatt, and listen to me. Given your recent behaviour, I've decided that you will pull no more coaches until you prove to me that you can be a really useful engine. Perhaps pulling trucks for a while will teach you a lesson. Yes, sir, said Gordon quietly.
So Gordon had to spend his time pulling and pushing trucks.
Goods trains, he muttered. Oh, the shame of it.
And he bumped the trucks again. Oh, cried the trucks as he shunted them around the yard. James was standing nearby watching him. Trucks will be trucks, he said.
They won't with me, grunted Gordon. I'll teach them. They tried to push me down the hill this morning, he explained. It's slippery there, so you'll probably need help.
I don't need help on hills, huffed James. Gordon laughed and headed off to get ready for his next goods train.
Come on, James, said his driver. It's almost time for the express.
And with that, James puffed away to collect his waiting coaches. The guard soon blew his whistle and James puffed away. Come on, he puffed to the coaches. train was soon running nicely, and James began to feel confident. Slippery hills indeed. I don't need help, he puffed. James soon arrived at the next station. He was feeling very pleased with himself, but he kept thinking about what Gordon had said. "I'll show Gordon who needs help on hills," he said to himself. But soon, James reached the bottom of the hill. Strong winds from the sea made the hill hard to climb. Leaves fallen from the nearby trees were now covering the rails, and the recent rainfall meant that they were too heavy to be blown away by the wind. I'll do it, he puffed. But his wheels slipped on the leaves. I must do it, he panted. But try as he might, his wheels kept on slipping, and he couldn't pull the train at all. Help! Help! Cried James. His wheels were turning forwards, but the heavy coaches pulled him backwards, and soon the whole train started slipping down the hill. James's driver applied the brakes, then going carefully reversed the train back down the hill, and they headed back to the station. When they arrived, they found Gordon waiting, who had seen everything. I thought you said you could climb hills, he chuckled. James didn't answer. He had no steam left to say anything. Ah, well, we live and learn, said Gordon. Never mind, little James. I'm going to push from behind. Whistle when you're ready. I'm ready, called James.
So am I, replied Gordon. Pull hard.
We'll do it, puffed James. Clouds of smoke and steam towered from the snorting engines as they struggled up the hill. We can do it, puffed James.
We will do it,
puffed Gordon. Finally, the two engines reached the top.
We've done it! We've done it!
They puffed. The two weary engines were puffed out, but they continued onwards to the next station. It wasn't long before they arrived. "Thank you, Gordon," whistled James. Gordon whistled goodbye as he watched James puff away. Then slowly he trundled back to his waiting truck.